Hey everybody, Bill Flipper here, and it is a beautifully, actually hot, super hot day. Tuesday, September 5th in super duper hot Pennsylvania. This is basically a guide on selling seasonal grocery food, I suppose seasonal items, like I've heard. So when you think about them, they are flavors. You can think pumpkin spice, peppermint bark, gingerbread, all those types of things are huge money items when it comes to Amazon for a short period of time. Valentine's Day candy, all this stuff. And it's a really easy premise to understand, and that is first in or first or last out. So if you pull up any of these charts, and we're going to do a video on it later, but I figured I really need to get some content out, so I'm just putting this out. And you can see it yourself. Um, you get the highest price when the products first start going in. So when they appear on the shelves, find the listing and get them on right away. And many of these items have multiple listings. So think all the cookie mixes. You'll find a 1 pack, a 2 pack, a 3 pack, a 4 pack, a 5 pack. And as always, be very careful with the dates. So make sure the dates are good. But much of this stuff, to be honest, um, is meant to be used pretty quickly. Like you're not people still make gingerbread cookies, I suppose in July. They still could, but most of this stuff is going to be used in the seasonal thing. And after the season, it's meant gingerbread cookies are meant for before Christmas, maybe at the end for the New Year's parties, but that's about it. So if it's a little bit closer to date, you could still say, I mean, be appropriate, you know what I mean? You don't want I think common sense goes with dates. An inventory lab is good about only, I usually want my dates long, but so usually after the product's been on for a while and a lot of people find it, you'll see a huge slump in price. The only ways sometimes it can stay consistent, it usually doesn't anyway, is very high velocity. But so the moment you find it, if no one's on the listing and you can watch a video I had on bringing products back from the dead. A lot of these items, these listings disappear once the product's gone because they don't make pumpkin spice all year long, coffee or whatever it is. They don't make that all year long. So, and what's crazy is if you look at I think a lot of these listings, some of the better ones got taken down because of that get tin thing. So, about a year ago, if it didn't match a UPC, people had like created listings, and some of those were the best listings. But anyway, if you go back and you see pumpkin spice cereal, ones that have survived all year long, you'll see one or two people stay in stock, like merchant fulfilled, and the prices do the classic like double hill, I guess, double top, where it's really high when the listing comes back or in September. And then as all the sellers come on, the price dips and then it goes back up because there are still people that love pumpkin spice all year long. And they're willing to pay a premium. And when everyone's out of stock, a lot of people can name the listing. So, and the way you can find this early is one, search weekly. You can search Walmart.com. You can search websites like Peppermint Bark Candy Mix or whatever, Peppermint Bark Mix. And so you want to be the first one there. And a lot of these smaller supermarkets, I noticed, get these items in a couple weeks before. Like all this stuff is out already. Like I'm seeing a lot of the different mixes and all this stuff go out. So you definitely want to start hopping on the train, and you will get the highest price. By when people start finding it, um, it dips pretty, and these are considerable dips. These are 30 to 50% dips in prices where people have just basically allowed it to break even. And that so you don't really want to be that person. The one caveat to some of that is some of the Halloween stuff. And another thing is people buy Halloween candy like those bags. Like this is such a cheat and it's such a classic one, but especially for new people who are on Gating Grocery, go the day after Halloween or even better 2 or 3 days after. If there's any candy left, now usually there isn't, it's like 90% off. But I think the first day it's usually like 50% off. But a lot of times you can scoop up and find multi-packs and find, and just because there's Frankenstein on a bag of Reese's, doesn't mean people aren't going to eat the Reese's. And that's usually not a problem. You usually want, and you can look for listings if you have an issue. Always make sure, when it comes to that stuff, the size matches. But you can find that stuff, those listings. Sometimes it will say packaging may vary. Same with the Christmas stuff. You know what I mean? The Hershey Kisses, all those things. And it's very common when they have multiple flavors that there are multi-packs. So you can think of all the different flavors of the Peeps. I always use them. There's, watermelon, root beer, cherry Coke, whatever. And people will take two cherry Cokes, two watermelon, and whatever, and put them in bundled listings. And you really will have to check the keep. Some of those variation listings, they don't go below 100K, which you usually don't want to touch in grocery. But if there's only two or three sellers on, you will move the product. And meltable season is fast approaching. So what I like to do, and this is some more like kind of like pro tips, is this is when you'll see the meltables is a perfect thing. You go out the week before, maybe, yeah, about a week before, and you literally have you're just waiting for meltables to go live on, I think it's October 15th. Ship it in, because everyone, you'll see, like I said, the prime offers go from 0 to like 20, because a lot of people who have been in the game, pro tip, know to you will get the best price. And actually, for some of the Halloween candy, you might get in before Halloween, but the way check-in times have been, that's not an assurance. But so you have your meltables, whether that's all types of gummies, all types of different things that are meltables. You have it on standby. The moment October 15th, I guess it's either 15th or 16th, it goes live. Get an inventory lab, ship it out, and you will be the first one in. So that is kind of what I've been thinking about. Like, this is a huge time. Like I said, I keep saying this, I keep going back. It's really popular, at least it was in the past few years, and I felt guilt. I'm guilty of this too. People were like, "Oh, look, the Keeper chart says this Lego set goes out of stock, and it's a $15 set. It goes for $50. Awesome. Guess what? Some years it doesn't go out of stock, and now you've tied up funds when you can just do, and because that it's fun to flip Legos, it's fun to flip all these things, and you're hoping they go out of stock, or do Amazon to Amazon flips. Dude, don't make it so complicated. Let's just buy this pumpkin spice and flip it. It's that simple. Don't make it complicated. You know, uh, you don't need to have the hottest toy that it's going for 200% ROI. Let's get 20 or 25 or 50% ROI on this cake mix, and you will do very and be able to flip multiple times. So we're trying to get the money back, and also I've been doing this a lot, merchant fulfilling. If you have a light product and you can sell it merchant fulfilled, it is so much better. I found out. I think I did like 50 merchant fulfilled shipments this week. Yeah, and by this week I mean the past 7 days. So and I've just been shipping out because they are light products. The price is right. I'm in good profit, and is a pain in the butt sometimes, but you get the cash quicker, so there will be a lot of that. You have to be willing to do that for merchant fulfilled. I like to mix it up, but a lot of these times with the check-in times taking longer and things, and if I can move it, I mean, like I said, I'll just ship it out from my house. Even if I'm making $20 FBA, if I can make 10 or 15 here, I'm trying to flip and get my money back. So, and not worry about a month's check-in time, because by the time it checks in, you don't know what the price is going to be. You know what the price is today. So I've been really going hard with merchant fulfilled. I'm going to go super duper hard. And I know some people hate it and they're like, I only do FBA. I see no reason. I know a lot of people, think it's a good way to push and promote. Like I said, to leapfrog, because you're not waiting on those check-in times. And those check-in times, in my experience, have been brutal lately, 2 or 3 weeks. And by check-in times, I'm including the shipment to fulfillment center. So it checks in, and then they say, oh, 2 units gotta go to Cali, 2 units to Ohio, 2 units to Texas. And by the time it goes live, a lot of people else found it. And if you can just ship it merchant fulfilled same day, you're gonna be sitting pretty. So, like I said, what you learn from the video is Grocery is killer in Q4. First in, first out. Get the product, get in, and get ready for meltables because there's a lot of money to be made with meltables. Don't make this complicated. It's I guess it's hard enough, but it doesn't have to be complicated. You can look at keep it. And one thing really quick, if you watch this far to the end, if you're new, the grocery charts on seasonals may be kind of hard because some of these products will be like 500, 300K rank. And the reason they're so high is because no one's been in stock, or the one person in stock has been trying to sell like pumpkin spice flavor something that's worth that you can sell normally for $30 for $75, and they're selling it merchant fulfilled. So you'll see the rank go really high up. But when you bring it in at a suitable price, and it is that season on top of it, you'll do very well. You'll do just fine. So that's all I have for today. Please drop your comments, all that stuff down below. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I can see it far in the distance, but we're coming up on it. Um, like, comment, subscribe. I've been putting out videos with my son. He sees I do it, so I do it with him. He always has humor, slants. He's 6, but so it's a takeover. All right, I'll see you guys. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll be making more videos. See ya. Bye.